Okay, I've rewired this motor as a series motor now. So out of our variable DC supply, we're going through our DC ammeter again. Then that connection goes through our series field, through our interpole winding, through the armature, and back to the source. So just like the name says, everything's in series. Now the benefit of these series motors is they've got extremely high torque. The downfall of them is that they will run away. So I'm going to get this motor up and running at rated current, and then we'll slowly take the load off of it and see what happens to our speed with this thing. So. Now watch your DC ammeter. As we start applying voltage, the current goes way up until that motor starts spinning and the counter EMF builds to limit the current. Always have to put a little bit of load on this thing. And we'll slowly bring it up. Both the voltage and the load. So we got that up to 120 volts. Our current's only at 10 amps. We're going to add some additional load on this thing. Let's just go to 20 where we maxed out the shunt motor at 10 Newton meters. We're at 20. It's running about 18 amps, so we can go a little higher. It'll just keep providing torque, and we're still not quite at 20 amps, and we're at 13 Newton meters. So I'm going to take this back down to 20. Sorry, it's 10 Newton meters because the scale reads double. It's drawing 18 amps. This motor's running at 1335 RPM. Now, I'm going to take the load off. Let's drop it back down to 16. So that's 8. So we've taken 2 Newton meters off. We're down to 8 Newton meters. Our speed's increased to 1471. We'll take it off another. We're down to 6 Newton meters. Oh. Speed's at 1639 RPM. Oh, it was. We'll keep taking this down. I'm going to drop this down to 3 Newton meters. You can hear that motor speeding up. Our current's been coming down all the time. We're now down at like 9 amps. And this motor is sped up to 2061 well, 2088 RPM. It's not exactly accurate, but you get the idea. As we take load off of this machine, I'm going to drop down a little bit more. You can hear it speeding up. So we're now down to almost no. Got 1 Newton meter of load on it. It's still climbing in speed. 2,600 RPM. Our current is dropped down to 2 amps. And if I take all the load off of this, it'll keep running up. It's still ramping up in speed. Yeah, we're still climbing 27, 22. So with a series motor, it'll handle a lot more load, but as you load it up, or if you take the load off of it, the speed goes up to a fairly ridiculous level.